Saram students, let us continue with the lesson of political science. Lesson number 7, Urban Administration. Children, in our previous class, we had learnt about the ward councillor and administrative staff. That is the city. It is divided into different wards and the ward councillors get elected, and the complicated decisions that affect the entire city are taken by the groups of councillors who form committees to decide and debate issues. And when the problems are within a ward, then the people who reside in the ward, they can contact their councillors, and after the decisions are taken by the councillors committees and by the councillors, then the commissioner and the administrative staff, they implement them, and the commissioner and the administrative staff, they are appointed by the government, and the councillors, they get elected by the people of their wards. And as the city is so large, so the work here it is divided into different departments such as water department, the garbage collection department, sanitation department, etc. Children, today let us learn about how does the municipal corporation get its money and what has changed since Khala retired, and about the city of Surat. Now children, let us begin with the first topic. How does the municipal corporation get its money? Children, we know that the municipal corporation, it provides us basic services. So, for providing and running so many services requires a lot of money. So, what does the municipal corporation do? The municipal corporation, it collects this in different ways. Children, have you heard about tax? What do you understand by the term tax? A tax is a sum of money that people they have to pay to the government for the services the government provides. So children, the people they pay various taxes to the municipal corporation for the services that it provides to us. So now let us see the various taxes that the people they have to pay. That is, the people who own homes, they have to pay a property tax as well as taxes for water and other services. And the larger the house, the more is the tax. And the property taxes, however, form only 25 to 30% of the money that a municipal corporation earns. Children, that means the people having their own homes, they have to pay a property tax. And have you heard about water tax? So there are different taxes that people they have to pay. And if the house it is larger, the amount of the tax to be paid will be more. But children, property taxes, however, form only 25 to 30% of the money that a municipal corporation earns. And there are also taxes for education and other amenities. And if you own a hotel or a shop, then you have to pay a tax for this as well. And to see a movie, also you have to pay a tax as well. Thus, while rich people account for property taxes, a much wider population, they pay more general taxes. This means there are taxes for education as well as for other amenities. And if a person, he owns a hotel or shop, then he has to pay a tax for it as well. And also you have to pay entertainment tax for seeing movies, etc. And a much wider population, it pays more general taxes, while the rich people, they account for property taxes. So in this way, the money, it comes to the municipal corporation through various taxes that are paid by the people. Now children, let us learn the next topic. What has changed since Khala retired? We know that Yasmin Khala, she had just retired from the municipal corporation. So now let us see what has changed since Yasmin Khala has retired from the municipal corporation. Children, in recent times, in order to save money, the commissioners, of several municipalities across the country. They hired private contractors. Why? To collect and process garbage. And what is this called as? This is called as subcontracting. So children, subcontracting, it means that the commissioners of several municipalities that are across the whole country, what did they do? They hired the private contractors for collecting and processing the garbage. Why? In order to save money. And what is this called as? This is called as subcontracting. This means that the work that was earlier being done by government workers is now being done by a private company. Children, do you think these contract workers are paid well? No, these contract workers, they are not paid well. They are paid less, and their jobs, they are not permanent. They are temporary. And collecting garbage, we know that it is quite a dangerous job. And often these contract workers, they do not have any access to safety measures, and they are not taken care of if they are injured while working. So children, collecting garbage, it is not an easy job. It is a dangerous job. And these contract workers, while working, they do not have any access to safety measures. So this may affect their health. They may fall ill. And while collecting garbage, they are not taken care of if they get injured. So children, in this way, the things have changed since Khala retired from the municipal corporation. Now children, let us learn about the city of Surat. Children, have you heard about the disease plague? It is a contagious bacterial disease. And the city of Surat, it had a plague scare in 1994. And Surat was one of the dirtiest cities in India. And houses, hotels and restaurants, they would dump their garbage into the nearest drain or street, which made it difficult for the sweepers to collect and transfer the garbage into selected dumps. So children, which city had a plague scare in 1994? The city of Surat, it had a plague scare in 1994, and it was one of the dirtiest cities in India. And what did the houses, hotels and restaurants do? They would dump their garbage into the nearest drain or street. So this made it difficult for the sweepers to collect and to transfer the garbage into selected dumps. And in addition to this, the municipal corporation did not collect the garbage as often as it should have, and this led to the situation getting worse. Plague spreads through the air, and people who have the disease have to be isolated. So in Surat, several people lost their lives, and over 300,000 deserted the city. Children, the houses, hotels and restaurants, they dumped their garbage into the nearest drain or street, and the municipal corporation, they did not collect that garbage as often as it should have been done. So what did this lead to? This led to the situation getting worse. And the plague, how does it spread? It spreads through the air. So the people, those who are having this disease, they have to be isolated. And how many people lost their lives in Surat? Several people in Surat, they lost their lives. And how many people deserted the city? Over 300,000 people, they deserted the city. Children, deserted means to abandon or to leave the city. So over 300,000 people, they deserted the city of Surat. And the scare of the plague, it ensured that the municipal corporation completely cleaned up the city. And Surat, it continues to remain one of the cleanest cities in India. That means after this incident, that is after the plague scare that took place in 1994, So the municipal corporation, what did it ensure? It ensured to clean the city. And so now Surat, it continues to remain one of the cleanest cities in India. Now children, let's do a quick recap. Children, today we learned about how does the municipal corporation get its money. That is, providing and running so many services. It requires a lot of money. So the municipal corporation collects this in different ways. And a tax, it is a sum of money that people pay to the government for the services the government provides. So the municipal corporation, it earns money from the taxes that are collected from various sources like the property taxes, water taxes, entertainment taxes, and also taxes from education and other amenities. And we learned about what has changed since Khala retired. That is, in recent times, in order to save money, the commissioners of several municipalities across the country, they had hired private contractors to collect and process garbage. This is called subcontracting. This means that the work that was earlier being done by government workers, it is now being done by a private company. And these contract workers, they get paid less and their jobs are temporary. Collecting garbage, it is also quite a dangerous job, and often these contract workers, they do not have any access to safety measures and they are not taken care of if they are injured while working. And we learned about the city of Surat that had a plague scare in 1994, and it was one of the dirtiest cities in India. The houses, hotels and restaurants, they would dump their garbage into the nearest drain or street, which made it very difficult for sweepers to collect and transfer the garbage into selected dumps. So this resulted in the spread of plague, and the plague, it spreads through the air, and people who have the disease, they have to be isolated. And in Surat, several people, they lost their lives and over 300,000 deserted the city. Then the scare of the plague ensured that the municipal corporation completely cleaned up the city. So Surat continues to remain one of the cleanest cities in India. Children, do you know when and how often garbage gets collected in your neighborhood? Do you think it is the same for all neighborhoods of the city? Or is it different? So children, write answers for these questions in your notebook. Now children, let's have a quiz. Multiple choice questions. First one. People who own homes pay dash. A. Water tax. B. Education tax. C. Property tax. What's the correct option? Correct. C. Property tax. People who own homes pay property tax. Second one. Collecting garbage is quite a dash job. A. Dangerous. B. Easy. C. Safe. What's the correct option? Correct. A. Dangerous. Collecting garbage is quite a dangerous job. Third one. The city of Surat had a dash scare in 1994. A. Typhoid. B. Plague. C. Cholera. What's the correct option? Correct. B. Plague. The city of Surat had a plague scare in 1994. So children, today we have done part 3 of political science, lesson number 7. We shall continue with this lesson in our next class. Till we meet again, goodbye children.